Hello everyone and welcome back. In a previous video I showed us removing a stump from an old dead tree in our yard. We managed to get that stump out okay using our subcompact Massey tractor. So now what I've done is we've gone and we've bought some new trees, one of which is going to go back into that same hole that the stump came out of. The tree we're going to use is the bigger one there you see in front on the trailer there. So we're obviously going to have to go back and make that hole that the stump came out of much bigger. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, I think, for the subcompact backhoe, considering we're in some pretty rocky soil here. Anyway, we're getting the trees unloaded and we'll get it set up and start digging the hole a little bit deeper, and we'll be right back. So we're able to offload the smaller trees with the 36 horsepower Massey Ferguson front end loader, but the big tree was just too much for it. It's pretty damp and wet and just weighed way too much for the tractor to lift. So we just got the trailer backed in here. So now we're starting to dig out the hole, and plan is once we get the hole dug down deep enough, we'll just slide the tree right off into the hole and use the two tractors to set it up straight. As you can see, I'm still getting used to using the backhoe here on the Massey Ferguson. Taking me a little while to get the hang of it. Also went down a foot or two here in some pretty good soil, but now it's getting really rocky. I'll give you a close-up view of that here and let you take a look at it. So here's a first-person view of me starting to dig the hole again. Again, this is right after the stump had come out. I dug up the stump the day before, so I'm still fairly new at this, and you really see me here sort of struggling, trying to figure out how to work the levers on the backhoe and how to scoop up some good dirt. I'll fast forward here through this a little bit, and you'll see I get a little better as it goes along, but then we also start hitting some rock. So here you can see I'm starting to get into a lot more rock here, trying to figure out how to use the backhoe here. And with this old white rock, you can get it out. It's just a lot of scraping. You got to sort of break it up and peel it off one layer at a time. Once you get the hang of it, it starts coming out. It's just slow going, but the backhoe really had no trouble working this through and getting this done. Every once in a while here, we would stop and take a measurement, see how deep the hole was, figure out about where we needed to be. We are planning to raise the ground around this tree up a little bit, so we'd like to have it sticking out maybe 6 inches out of the ground. So had a little more work to do here, but you can definitely see from the pile there it's starting to get a little more rocky. I'll sort of fast forward some of this rocky digging and let you see everything that I'm having to take out. So you can see here, you see a couple of bigger chunks of rock that I broke loose, and the backhoe picked them up fairly well. Definitely need to get a thumb so I can pick those up a little bit easier. But as you can see here, it's starting to get late in the day. I moved the backhoe to the other side. The goal here was just to try to clean up the hole, get it nice and round and a little oversized for the root ball. As I showed you earlier, the root ball on this tree was quite large, and we're trying to get it to where it's down in the ground, sticks up maybe 6 to 8 inches. Also, sort of a reminder here that I need to get me some lights and put on the back of the backhoe so when I get into one of these situations I can keep working. Anyway, wrapped it up right about here, got off the tractor, backed the trailer up, and then basically what we did is we just hooked a tow strap to the tree and pulled it off into the hole. Unfortunately, my battery went dead right about here, so what you're seeing now is just sort of a clip of us the next morning. Lined the area with some cross ties, which built it up a little bit higher for the root ball. And then we brought in some dirt. It's actually dirt from the other trees. When we planted the other trees, we had leftover dirt. So those are being planted in a much better area that had good topsoil. So we're hauling that topsoil around and putting it over around this tree. Then the only thing left to do will be to make sure we keep it watered all winter and hope it comes out in the spring. Anyway, I'll try to post another video of planting the other 2 trees, and I have a piranha tooth bar coming in that I'll be installing next week, so I'll post a video of that as well. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and please click like. Thanks.